We're back, baby.
Hello.
How's it going?
Today is recipe 1 of our amazing little journey we're going on.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
It means the world to her, not to me.
We are making Laal Maans, which is an Indian dish with lamb, and it translates to red mutton in Hindi.
How exciting.
So it's essentially just like a lamb curry. I've never made lamb before.
The recipe's in 3 parts. We're going to make a garlic paste, a ginger paste, and then the Laal Maans itself. So let's get started.
I don't really know how to peel ginger. We're trying the spoon method. It says take the back of a spoon. Can I just use a potato peeler?
Yes.
Okay. It smells so gingery. I love it. We only need 1 ounce and 1/4. The bowl, it's already on here with 1 pound.
How do you even know if you're getting an accurate read?
We don't. This is, wow, nothing. So this is like 2 ounces?
Ish.
Well, that's good, right? Because we only need like 1 ounce and 1/4. Okay, so now we're going to mix it all up in a blender. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Out to the weasel's butt. So a tablespoon of sunflower oil.
Look at that action.
We literally bought sunflower oil just for this because we're trying to be as accurate as possible. And should we cut this up at all or just put it in?
You're blending it. So
Okay, sometimes it wants a little help. Should we have cut it up a little bit?
maybe we need a blender.
This is a blender.
It's not a
blender.
blender.
It's the same thing.
It's a food processor.
It didn't do anything. I'm cutting it up a little.
It's not very pasty.
Looks weird.
So it ended up not being as pasty, probably because we're using a food processor and not a blender.
1, 2,
Well, you didn't tell us what we're making.
3. We're making the garlic paste now. Did you know in the game Wario World, he gets health back by eating garlic? Because garlic's good for your heart.
Does Wario have heart problems?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why not? 8, 9.
So we got our 15 cloves, and now we got to peel them before we can throw them in the blender. Ooh, look at that technique. Oh, get them.
1. Same thing, but with the garlic. You have to poop your weasel.
And we're thinking we might mix the 2 of them together to make it more
Creamy.
pasty. Honey,
What?
metal thing.
Oh, yeah. Another one.
And the blades. Oh my God. All right.
You okay?
Fuck no, I come.
Okay, let's get this.
Get me a Band-Aid.
Ah!
So I cut my thumb open. So we're moving on to the Laal Maans. We need to put 1 1/4 cup. Was that it?
Yes.
1 1/4 cup of oil. It's a lot of oil.
This is a lot of oil.
2 shots of vodka. Okay, we did it.
Oh my gosh.
In the
It's
pan.
gonna fill the entire pan.
This is the biggest one we got. I'll be slicing 1.5 pounds of onions, I believe.
Yes.
Peel the outside layer off. And then we're just gonna cut some slices. It's 1.2. It just makes me think of Shrek. It makes me sad.
I mean, also, if we don't want this many onions, we don't have to have this many onions.
We have to follow it to a T! Alright, we're done with the onion. Now we're gonna move on to the garam masala. Ooh! We're getting that crackle, which means it's almost time to start sauteing the onions.
Here we have the infirmary.
Yes.
We have Band-Aids. We have many different types of Band-Aids.
And Jesus was the one who helped us.
And we, oh, Jesus, yes.
All right, now time to add the onion saute, and we're gonna do
Oh
it
my
close to the
gosh.
oil so it doesn't splash up and kill us.
It's about to smell so good in here.
now it's time to bring out the meat as our onions are sauteing.
For some reason, we need to have 2 different types of lamb. I don't know why, but I went up to the man at the counter and I said, do you have lamb, like lamb chops? He said, yes. And then I was like, I also need a leg of lamb. But there was like an actual leg. And I was like, do you just cut that? Or do you have like, cause I don't need that much leg. And he's like, how much leg do you need? And I said, I need a pound of leg. And then I turned to the lady next to me and I said, that was weird to say. And she didn't laugh. It's bloody.
It looks like meat.
Okay, here we have the leg of lamb. Okay, here we have the lamb chop. I will cut it because this year's all about me being brave. Maybe I could do the really scary bone part.
Okay.
That looks yummy. I don't really know how to cut this.
It said between the bones, so I would just like cut it into strips. Bonier. We're racing against the clock here.
Are we?
There you go.
For some reason, I feel like these are very dainty bones. Bones! I like the way this looks though. It's a cool shape.
Onions are about done, so we can start putting in the paste. Yum.
Wow, it looks like egg.
It really does.
Oh my gosh, that smells so good. One and done. That's it. Let's eat.
Careful, don't splash.
We're too far in.
We're in the splash zone. While the meat's cooking up, nice and good, we are going to ground some coriander. But we just looked up that you can do it with a rolling pin and a lunch bag.
Let's see if this works. Oh, wow. I mean, it's definitely cracking.
All right, we're combining the chili powder in with our ground coriander. All in
Sort
at
of like
once.
a rolled coriander.
And then after that, we're going to put in more garam masala.
More gore. And then you shake it. Just kidding.
Jesus.
It be bubbling, yo. Bubble, bubble, toil, and trouble, my dude.
And now we cook for another 15 minutes. All right, now we got to put in some Greek yogurt. I believe 2 cups.
Probably beat this though.
Yeah, I understand now.
It's like really chunky. It turns out that 2 cups was just the whole thing. I just put it in.
Yeah.
Looks incorrect.
Then we keep on cooking.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm really excited
It's
for
about
this.
to change the whole meal.
Should.
Honestly, we should have just looked at what size we bought.
That would have been smart.
That would have been smart.
All right, now we wait. All right, now we're gonna season with sea salt. Just do little pinches. And then we're gonna cook it for another 20 minutes. All right, so it's pretty much done. The yogurt got a little clumpy and the paste was also a little clumpy. I think it's because our food processor was larger than what we should have been using, but I think it's gonna taste just as good. Here we have the finished product. Very oily, but it smells incredible.
Oily. That makes me want to eat it. Tell me why I tried to grab this as if it was the fork.
Because you're dumb. Very hot.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna wait then.
It's very savory.
It does look like a soup, but it's just oil.
I think if we were to do this again, I would not follow the recommended amount of oil. It's very tender.
Well, that's good. Tender is good. It's so hot. How are you eating this? It smells so good.
We were so preoccupied in making this for the video, we should have made rice on the side or baked some naan bread. Would have been good.
That would have been so good. Very
good compliment. I'd give us a 7.5 out of 10.
I can't. It's so hot.
In terms of difficulty, what would you say?
This was not a hard dish at all, other than buying lamb.
It was pretty standard.
It was pretty easy, like just pureeing the garlic and the ginger, and then kind of just like sauteing everything together, and like not that super complicated. Why did they say loin? I thought loin was like your groin. Or did I just think that because it rhymes? The garam masala is so good. It just adds like the very tiniest hint of like a sweetness, like a very like savory sweetness. Very good. I will say I don't really taste the ginger.
Yeah, maybe we didn't use enough. Lesson learned, we do need to buy an actual food scale.
It's just like, when I look down, it's just like a bunch of oil. It makes me feel uncomfy.
Thanks for joining us. This was a lot of fun. We're excited to try the other 40 recipes, so this should be a fun journey for all of us.
We did something new, and we did it okay. I knew that was gonna hurt before it even happened. No! Okay, I'm gonna use my other hand.
There we go.
Hi!
I'm a can of soup.